Today is September 11th. The Yankees do not get swept at home. I repeat, the Yankees do not get swept at home. 3 blowouts. Let's talk Yanks.
Recaps galore, weekly awards, stat lines, theme, and hot takes. Get your Yankees news from these two fine dudes. It's time for Talkin' Yanks. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy and Jake. Talkin' Yanks with old John Boy and Jake.
Hello and welcome to Talkin' Yanks. My name is Jimmy. His name is Jake. BBD in the corner. And this episode is brought to you by SeatGeek, where you can take full advantage of the MLB playoff chase and the football season. Download the app. They've got over 28 million downloads. They're the #1 rated ticketing app. You find your event. It's a Yankee game. You find your seat. They tell you good value, bad value. It's rated on a scale of 1 to 10 or green and yellow. Whether you're a numbers or a color person, they got you covered. And, you know, we got a discount code for you, Yanks10, for 10% off your next set of tickets at SeatGeek. That's 10% off any tickets with promo code Yanks10. The Yankees do not get swept at home. Jake, how are you?
James Davis, everyone tuning in. We sure didn't. When the Yankees homer, they're a real good team. And they did that tonight. The big guys did that a lot. So, yeah, I don't know. I know this is a weird series in the fact that the first 2 games were games for 7 innings, and then as horrific as baseball can be played at the highest level, the fact they win today does matter. Going through Faux Row Part 2, having handled the first 2 series, they lose this one. If they somehow, and I shouldn't be saying somehow, beat Boston, but it's the way this season has gone, it's an amazing stretch for this team that changes part of the outlook of the season. But yeah, man, this was bizarre, and it just had a weird, it kind of had 2023 postseason vibes that, like, it was a blow. There were some impressive things, but it all ended up in blowout. Like, one big inning won you a game, and that's kind of what happened in all 3 games.
Yeah, that is Yankees baseball. They're going to kill a game or get killed in 1 inning. Historically bad first 2 games, if you do talk about those 2 innings in the bullpen, and we'll get into that. I was very excited for this series. And on the whole, I'm left feeling, that was one of the worst collective series we've had this year.
Yeah, we talked on Tuesday night before the first game. We were leaving the office, and we kind of gave each other the look. And you kind of thought they were going full pedal down throttle, AL Central. Let's run them out of town. Let's get the hype train going nuts. I was a little more worried because I think these Tigers are good, and they're like the #1 take bases team and stuff like that. That I was worried about the matchup a little bit.
I don't even care about the results. I'm saying the games themselves were boring, dude.
It was good for Paul.
Paul O'Neill in the 7th inning of Game 3 said, "I'm out of words. Coney, you got anything?" And Coney said, "I was actually just thinking about a whole different topic."
Yeah.
And Kay just goes, "Well, they're brutally honest."
I think, yeah, Kay led out of the inning with, we'll be back to hear David Cohn thoughts.
Yeah.
And then what did they show? I'm blanking on my text during maybe the worst inning of Yankee baseball I've ever seen. There was a baby looking at a bird, or what was that? Did I dream this?
I don't remember that. You're talking about Game 1?
I'll check the Talkin' Yanks chat because I texted about it and Zach liked it.
Game 1?
The worst inning of Yankees baseball to ever be played.
I might not have seen it because Game 1 was so bad. And then I opened my phone and I was looking at Reddit stuff, and someone posted a scene from Captain Phillips, and I thought, yeah, I'm gonna watch that again. So I had to go back and rewatch Slater pitching. Or was that Game 2?
Okay,
Game 1.
It was a baby.
I
and
switched
a
to Captain Phillips.
9:51 p.m. There's a baby and a pigeon. That's just what Yes was showing after Maybe the worst inning of Yankees baseball I've ever seen.
It was. And that was game one.
Yes.
And then there's Volpe news. And I think those are the storylines. Bullpen and Volpe.
Yeah, I mean, Volpe, there's some groundskeeping there.
It's more than groundskeeping. But yeah, if we want to do groundskeeping, Volpe received a cortisone shot for his non-throwing shoulder that he injured back in May, even though everyone asked about it, and they said it wasn't really injured, but he tore a labrum, and they knew, and he's been playing through it, and that's great if it's if you want to be saying, well, give him another chance because he was playing injured the whole year, and before the injury, his numbers are actually this. And that's what they're doing. And he got a cortisone shot in his shoulder, but he won't miss any time, and he's back.
He's back, but he's not at all.
And Boone benched him. Boone sat him before he even knew he re-aggravated his shoulder. So whatever conclusion you as a fan want to come to about Volpe's injury, they double spoke every side of it.
Yeah, we're covered.
So you are covered. They gave you backing if you want to make it a point that's this, and they gave the complete opposite side backing and then switch it to 25 degrees, and they gave both those corners backing too. They just spoke double talk out their butts. So I'm left like this. Well, I'm shrugging for the people who are just listening.
I think I've got it. I think Volpe got hurt on that play because we all saw it and knew it. And I think Volpe also hasn't been a good Major League Baseball player. I think those are the two things.
I got that. I don't know how the injury comes into play.
They let Trevino play with a broken wrist.
I did. And Rizzo played with.
They do this. So yeah, I think Volpe, wrong Paisan. Although Rizzo was at the game, how do you like that? But yeah, I think Volpe reached for his shoulder in a very bad way on the field that everyone was like, "Oh, he's hurt."
They missed one game.
They said it wasn't going to affect his fielding. So,
well, it was his non-throwing arm. But if you believe that he played hurt, that's awful. And now you're saying so maybe he's not bad. But it's been 3 years of the same exact play.
Well, no, it just goes in the bucket if people don't understand what we're saying. It's like the mistreatment of Volpe. Like if he got hurt on that play, which look at that. Like you don't see a lot of guys reach for their shoulder.
Yeah, he looks pretty hurt there.
You don't see a lot of guys reach for their shoulder like that on a baseball field. That again, like, okay, I get it. Being tough and playing through stuff is cool, but also now put this in the bucket of another way you've mishandled him.
It's crazy. Crazy. I wonder if he's going to play. And if Rizzo's retiring. Those are the ground scrapings we've got.
Congrats.
Congrats to Rizzo.
A good Yankee until his undiagnosed concussion.
That's true. No, that was diagnosed, just not by them.
By everyone who didn't matter, it was diagnosed.
Like if you put me on, if you gave me, truth serum and asked me, do you think Rizzo has a concussion? I would have said, I diagnosed that man concussed.
Yeah.
So I don't think it wasn't diagnosed.
Not treated.
Yeah. Untreated. Weird. Let's do a burn of game one. 3/4 of the way through this burn, are you just going to burst into flames?
The burns are presented by your local Ford stores. Make every summer a winning season with the Build Wild Ford Bronco. Just remove the roof and the doors to catch every breeze under the sun. Wherever adventure leads you, Ford Bronco, the official SUV of the Yankees. Welcome to the Bronx Zoo, where young William Warren would try to tame the Tigers and not have Casey be the demise of the Yanks. A lawful man who likes to eat, as Judge with some belly makes it 2-0 lead for New York. Warren looks sharp. 6 innings, 2 earned runs, 5 Ks. only mistake was a heater that Parker hit to the Meadows. It's 2-2 into the 7th, but like a jungle cat breeder, every Tiger scored. 9 batters, 9 runs. Nightmares are real. Yanks lose 12-2 final.
Worst inning ever.
It's got an argument, right? 9 straight guys did not get out, and all 9 of those guys scored, the whole lineup.
There's some stats on it that are good.
No way.
Jake, I promise you there's stats on it.
Stats on it.
After this game, this stat was true. The bullpen posted a 5.57 ERA since August 1st, the trade deadline, ranking 28th in MLB, with only Colorado and Miami performing worse. That's bad, huh?
That's bad.
First time in Yankees franchise history, 2 pitchers each allowed 4+ earned runs without recording an out in the same game.
History.
Are you upset about not taking Cruz out earlier? It was kind of like what he did with Devin in Houston.
Yes, I just think they're, again, I don't know, because I did tweet it out. I got those receipts, dog. But I just feel like, okay, we have a spidey sense that tingles, that every year we find something wrong with the Yankee system. And the Yankees need to take the eye test to their bullpen, because Fernando Cruz looks horrible. I guess here's where I can prove that I did tweet, and it's okay to also be partially wrong. I was like, hey, I don't care if you don't go to Weave, because it's a tied game. You walk the bases loaded. You're set up for disaster. If you're not going high leverage there, because you probably just lost the game. And we're trying to save our bullpen, and we only have 2 bullpen guys we really like. I get that. I still would have went to Mark Leiter Jr. or Tim Hill. Mark Leiter Jr. ends up getting rocked. But, you have to go to someone else there. Fernando had nothing.
He had nothing 2 games in a row. I said that last episode, that when he got out of the jam against the Blue Jays, but me and Joe's were watching him, and that's not splitting. Like, it was flat. And that was the same thing here. The lefty got him with the single. Was it the second batter, third batter? I think it was
like you said, that pitch did nothing. It didn't not split.
Yes, I think it was supposed to be a splitter, but it just doesn't do anything. So I need to see Fernando Cruz splitter back in future outings.
Yeah, and the other thing that was interesting, because, okay, tied game, Fernando Cruz, it's tough to argue about. He has an argument for 3rd place in the Yankees circle of trust right now, so that is what it is. But yeah, I mean, his last 2 batters, he threw 4 straight balls to Torkelson, and then he threw 4 of 5 straight balls to Wenceel Perez. So his last 9 out of 10 pitches were balls, and they had guys up in the pen. So, as I threw Mark Leiter Jr. out there, because last year he did have a couple Houdinis that it kind of does feel weird going back to another splitter guy, like we've talked about with the trick pitching. And again, Leiter ends up looking just as horrible. I don't know. There was a lot of people that were like, hey, this would have been a good Tim Hill lane. There was a couple lefties coming up. And then maybe you have Fernando Cruz or someone else ready to come in if he needs help. I think that's a little too far over guessing, because if Cruz came in and he struck out 3 guys, you'd be like, okay, yeah, we went to Sharkey in the 7th and he got it done. But he looked bad, and we've seen this now a few times, and it's September now. Like, it's not May where it's like, let's find out if you can fight through this. Like, no.
Yeah, that's my only thing. Leiter looked bad. The inning just unraveled. Pass balls, wild pitches. It's like, I've never seen a Yankee team that has this calling card. Like, once a week, they're going to give you maybe once every homestand and every away stand. So once every like 12 games, it feels like this season, they've given you an inning that is begging you to lose faith in everything you believe in.
Yeah.
Because it's like, oh, this inning's bad. What else can happen? Oh, my good. That ball bounced off the plate, and it's a wild pitch. Oh, wow. Oh, now we have a balk. It's like, what is going on? So I don't like this calling card. I like the calling card of the team. Last year's calling card was when they lost, they fought back. Like they got it close enough, and then they would say, that was good. And for a little bit this year tried to have that be their calling card, but no, it's been outdone. It's like the song of the summer. The Yankees song of the summer this year is atrocious innings that lose you games and all faith.
So that inning has 5 walks, a hit by pitch, score on a pass on a wild pitch. Yeah, and man, I don't know. It was a really difficult play, but it just goes back to the storyline. If you have a shortstop who's out there for his defense, which the Yankees have now admitted, the infield was in. It was a very difficult play, but Volpe goes back on a ball that he has a chance at, and he ends up not coming close to, which is just a part of the unraveling at that point.
That would have been an awesome catch.
It would have been a great catch.
When they started the replay, he ran through a river of dirt. He went grass to grass.
Yeah.
Seen Jeter make that.
Okay.
Remember when Jeter dove over Cano, though? I mean, everyone remembers that specific play.
I remember.
He landed on Cano. Find that play in the archives. Jeter lands on Cano. You think that stumbles on? Jeter diving catch on top of Cano.
That inning stunk, man.
It was versus the Tigers.
Look at that.
Okay, Beebs, look it up. Just type, yeah, great. I mean, that's the same play.
except he's running with a cornerback, and he's got to make it over him.
So it wasn't too much of a knob job comment of me, the Jeter comp, because the play is very similar.
It's a similar play.
Wow, Cup got out of whack. Anything else about this inning, this game? I mean, Warren, do you want to talk about him? There's a fun stat from Warren, but I don't know if you're like so eager to give him your pride.
Yeah, no, I don't think so. I just thought he looked really good, and it was funny. The one blemish he had felt like it happened in slow motion. He was in like a real at bat. He needed to make a winning pitch. You saw the catcher set up low in the zone. You saw him reach up high in the zone. You saw the ball leave the stadium.
That was a nice hit. I don't think it was a great 3-2 pitch, but it was a nice hit. His 30th start of the season, Will Warren, which leads all MLB pitchers and represents his first Major League season, also allowed 2 or fewer earned runs in 21 of his 30 starts now. So there's a lot of ways to. It's a great rookie campaign.
It's been a fantastic rookie campaign, and it's very much there'll be moments of this offseason or next year where it's like, what would we have done otherwise?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I'm actually very interested to compare it to Monty's 2017.
I was just on his page. One more start, a couple less innings. Gumby finished with a 3.88 ERA.
You were doing the same comp as I was thinking of it?
Well, it was kind of a memorable, full-blown rookie year that wasn't super memorable in the wrong ways.
How many innings, though? Because I feel like Warren might even...
Gumby's at 155. Warren's at 148? 147.
147 before today. Well,
I don't think
today, because he didn't pitch today, Jake.
So, yeah.
So if he gets one more start, which he's going to get 2 more starts. If he has 2 more starts of real good ball, maybe those numbers look very similar.
Yeah, I mean, we've daydreamt about an outlier stat for starting pitching, and now we've started it for batters too. But yeah, it's very similar, except Will Warren has the blow-ups.
Oh, yeah. Outlier ERA. We got to do that. Be nice. All right, game 2.
Jacko is backo as Flaherty returns to the bump after winning with LA, while the Yanks hope to drive forward with a win from Carlos. Anyways, 0-0 into the 5th, a pair of Glaber bombs as Torres gets a 2 RBI single, 2-0 into the 7th. Oh God, it's happening again. Whole room spinning. Yanks allow another 8 in the 8th and 9th to lose 11-1 final.
This one was kind of similar.
Yeah.
Or would you say very similar?
I would say kind of similar because they were getting shut out. Like the Yankees had a 2-0 lead in the other one. Like the Yankees outplayed the Tigers in the first game up until the 7th inning. Where in this game they were getting outplayed. It just came fully unraveled again.
The pitching box scores are pretty funny. Both starters, Warren and Rodon, 6 innings pitched, 2 earned runs allowed, 1 walk.
That's good.
Yeah, that's good. And then after they come out, 9 runs from the bullpen.
Not as good.
Austin Slater records the slowest pitch in Yankees history.
History with an exclamation point.
36.4 miles per hour.
Hey, credit to all the short baseball guys over time that existed through the caveman years and didn't get killed and came up with the line that you see something new at the ballpark every day. Because we did.
We did. I never seen a pitcher do less.
We saw the slowest pitch in Yankee history, and I watched all 9 guys in a row score in an inning.
Slater was pitching those baseballs as if he was trying to throw the ball at a turtle and hit the turtle, but not hurt the turtle.
Right. Like it's middle school. There's a local little river pond, and it's like, it would be funny to hit this turtle, but I don't know. I don't want to hurt.
No, I don't want it to hurt, though. I just kind of want it to doink.
I'd like it to bounce and then ricochet off the turtle.
Yes.
You don't want to hit the turtle on the fly. That's too risky.
Yeah, he was trying to get a soft but high bounce.
Yeah.
It was brilliant stuff. So this game, the Yankees bullpen reached historic lows, becoming the first team in franchise history to allow 9+ runs in consecutive games.
History.
Over the 2 games, Yankees relievers surrendered 18 runs, raising their ERA since the All-Star break to 5.3.
Yeah, I mean, Weaver has earned his pass, and he's pitching in a lifeless game. So that's...
Weaver's been a little suspect lately, so I'm not going full bias. But this game, it's an 8-1 game.
Right.
He was just throwing fastballs, and they were getting hit because that's what's going to happen. But I do want to see like him in high leverage amped up. But I'm not really going to judge him on this. We're like Cruz from the game prior. I need to see the splitter back.
Well, I think it's just Cruz between injury and recent performance can't actually be trusted in a big spot. And it's one of the more horrific games of chicken I've ever seen with a pitcher, because if he gets the first strike, it's basically he's the best pitcher to ever play. If he doesn't, he's horrible. So, like, that part of Cruz is really tough. I think one of the more worrisome parts right now, and I do think we're going to cover some of this coming up later in awards, so make sure you guys stay tuned and don't touch that dial. But
fast forward now, skip this and just get there.
Like Doval and Hill, like our fringe bullpen pieces right now are unusable.
Yeah.
That's the problem.
Doval was the closer for the Giants. And now he's Luis Sessa.
It's interesting. I don't know. Like maybe we've talked about his pulse check because doesn't he have one save? Was that his only save opportunity with the Yankees?
I don't know.
And like the way Bednar's rested up now, like Bednar's coming out for 3 innings against the Sox.
Bednar.
What are you looking
I
up?
hope he doesn't. I'm looking up. You said it, so I was looking it up to share it with the people. Fernando Cruz after 1-0 and after 0-1. The difference. Are you interested?
I'm interested.
Okay, after strike 1, Fernando Cruz opponents have a 395 OPS against him. 156 batting average, 188 on base, 208 slug.
Volpe since the All-Star break. Why'd you...
Jake, he was playing with a torn labrum. 287, 406, 407, numbskull.
He's a playoff guy. That's what matters in the city.
Boone said that. Boone's talking out his butt.
What about after a first pitch ball?
Okay, so Fernando Cruz, the first pitch they have at is a ball. It is a 1.067 OPS against.
So basically, if Cruz gets a first pitch strike, you turn into an MLB player in their deepest, darkest slump they can possibly have. And if not, they're Aaron Judge.
Those numbers were wrong. That was on a 1-0 pitch.
Okay.
Which still doesn't bode well for the after.
That stat page is hard to read.
Thank you. After a 1-0 pitch, 788 OPS. So we're still going from 395 to 788. And we're going from an on base of 188 to 413.
It's different. Anything else from this game? You mentioned what movie did you watch? Captain
Phillips.
You watched Captain Phillips during the first game because you saw a good meme, a GIF.
No, just a scene from it.
Just a scene.
And then I watched it again, and then I listened to the whole podcast of the guy who was captured by Somali pirates for 2 years, and I've been watching a lot of Somali pirate stuff now.
Somali content.
Ask me anything.
I screwed up this game.
Drugs called caught.
Ended up being long day at the office. Didn't sleep great. Still hadn't caught up sleep-wise from our Barbados trip. And we got some Thai food, and I ate the whole thing. I was only going to eat half, ate the whole thing. And when the inning started unraveling, I literally ran out of juice, and I fell asleep on the couch.
So what was the score when you fell asleep?
It was mid ravel. I could tell you, let me see where it was. And the other thing that should be of note of this game, I said this to you at the warehouse today. The Yankees, and maybe this is part of the problem, I'm putting this as in the bucket. Their enemy at a certain point in this game was not the Tigers anymore. It was the umpires. Judge should have walked. Jazz also should have walked, but they just fully basically lost their composure and was like, "Oh, we're getting one of these games." And it's like, well, okay.
I am starting to, and at times I've done this last year as well, but I'm with you. Like, they complain a lot. And that is the fucking culture. Like
A little bit.
Like Boone is always on the umps, but the players complain a lot.
I saw the Riley Green homer, and then I drifted into the abyss.
Amazing.
But I had like a couple like meat sweats, Talladega Nights, like wake up and kind of see something, and it was the same horrors I've seen.
Wake up.
The horrors.
Okay. Game 3 was tonight, and it was better.
Luckily, Jim, they kind of cleaned things up in Game 3, and so can you with Caldera Lab. Let's be real. Most skincare products aren't made for men, and when they are, they're not great. That stuff's not good, but that's where Caldera Lab comes in. They've redefined men's skincare by combining advanced science with high-quality, non-toxic ingredients to create a simple, effective routine that actually works. This is what I like about them. They name their products how I would. They have the good, the eye serum, and the base layer. And it's all formulated to support skin health and improve the look and feel of your skin. How about that? You like stats? 100% of Caldera Lab users reported their skin looks smoother. It was a consumer study. Hundo P. Pushin' P. That's pretty good. Skincare doesn't have to be complicated, but it should be good. Yep. Upgrade your routine with Caldera Lab. See the difference for yourself. Go to calderalab.com/Yanks. Code Yanks at checkout. 15% off your first order. Bang.
Boom.
Never forget 9/11. It's always cool to see the hats representing the first responders. And how about son of a cop, Cam Schlittler, would hope to prevent the Yankees from being swept against opener Tyler Holton. Here's a who. Bottom one, a person's a person, no matter how small. To our captain, they're all small. Now go get the ball. 1-0 Yanks as Judge hits 45 in front of 45. And then he hit 46. And G-Unit as Stanton hits one to the candy shop. It's 4-1 Yanks. Austin Slater gets hotboxed with Belly and Jazz. They all drive in runs. The route is on. The Yanks are good when they homer. It's Schlittler to Yarbs. Yanks salvage the series 9-3 final.
Quick question.
Yo.
When you wrote the poem, is that a reference to something that I don't know?
So Horton Here's a Who is a Dr. Seuss book.
Yeah.
In that book, one of the themes is that like no matter how big or small you all are, we all matter. So that was kind of tricky because Judge homers, and it's like one of the biggest humans we have. So I just kind of wrote my own little Dr. Seuss line in there.
Tough. Good face. Slater batted leadoff.
Sure did.
Explain to the people why that didn't watch the game and they're like, what?
The Tigers used an opener. Tyler Holton, who pitched previously in the series, lefty reliever for them. He's opened this year, and he's been a bad opener, so I can't believe they're still doing it. His opener stats are horrendous, and he's like a really good reliever, so I can't believe they're still doing that. But that's none of our business, in the words of Joe's McFly. And Slater is supposed to be a lefty masher, and the Yankees have been not giving him any runs. So I think the plan was to get him in there, and if they needed to pinch it for him essentially the first time around, they would consider it looking at the game flow. With the way the game went, they let it ride. He goes 1 for 5 and an RBI, so that's nice.
He's been a bad opener. You're right.
Yeah.
He's had 5 shots out of now 6. So 2 out of 6 times he hasn't allowed a run. Which means 4 out of 6 he has.
Yeah,
Before,
and like he came into today with a 3.8 ERA that if you took out his opener stuff, it would just be better.
he has a 6.14 ERA as a starter, but that's worse because of due to today. That's crazy.
Super interested. Every time Amed Rosario plays, he gets a hit.
It's pretty wild.
Austin Slater was brought in to do the same thing, and it's just interesting. He has, like, OPS wise, he has a similar verse lefty to Rosario, but Rosario's a lot more contact. Slater has pop against lefties of 493 slugging. We just haven't really seen that with the injury.
Slater have 2 hits this series.
Hold. I know he pitched.
He got a hit after coming into pitch.
Is he one of our best hitters and relievers this series? Is he your pride? He batted leadoff. That's Shohei Ohtani shit.
My heart's open to it.
Oh. Wow.
What else in this game doesn't get talked about during awards?
This game tonight, Schlittler was good. Offense was so good it was fake. Jazz steals 2 bases, and Caballero steals 2 bases. Caballero hits the ball behind the runner to move. Ben Rice was at second. Maybe could have scored on it. I don't know. Ben Rice is kind of slow. Someone was faster. But it was a 2-strike pitch, so he changed his approach to more of a punch. I think earlier he had a foul ball that was pulled. And with 2 strikes, changed his approach, punched one behind the runner to play the sport of baseball. And he ends up stealing second, so now it's second and third. Jose Caballero did that. He's playing at shortstop temporarily over Volpe, who is still the shortstop. Just got a cortisone shot because he re-aggravated his labrum, which is torn, but don't worry. He's not sitting because of that, and he's not going to miss any time.
It's day to day, but Volpe got benched because of his play, but he is hurt.
So what do you say? Play? He just may.
And his golf game's not great right now.
Horrible. That's everything I got for this game.
Yeah, I think there could be some other stuff that comes up during the award portion of the program.
Let's just get there. I know how much you want to throw Slater that thing.
What was that?
Excuse me?
It's a nice hat on you.
Kind of makes me look like I'm from Denver or San Diego.
Okay.
But I like Coach Ballgame.
You've lived a lot of places.
Never those two.
No. You could be a Bay Area guy with that hat.
Nah. I don't think so.
Okay. Good talk.
There are more people that drive trucks.
Where you were.
Yeah, I was in like the truck city of the world. Kid in my high school got run over in the parking lot.
Sorry.
He was fine. The guy had his truck lifted so much that he didn't see that there was people underneath him. Ran right over him like a speed bump. Pride of the Yankees?
Pride of the Yankees is brought to you by DraftKings. Use code JMBaseball when you sign up with the DraftKings Sportsbook.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Pride of the Yankees.
Yeah.
This is mine. I'm going Aaron Judge. He hit 3 home runs.
Okay.
And like Paul O'Neill talked about it, like you were hoping he was going to go on another tear. And if he didn't go on a micro homer tear, it would have, even though his numbers are pretty good since coming back from the injury, I think at this point they're pretty good. But you kind of need to see like the homer tear to know it's there. You bring up Dr. Seuss and we're just rhyme machines.
It's just kind of cooking right now.
Yeah, and look at Jake's hair. It's over where? Ha. So I'm going Aaron Judge because he gave me like that, oh yeah, this was the first 3 months.
Right.
Feeling when he went back to back. I'm like, well, yeah, it hasn't been a lot.
And it's, It was weird. There were some tweets I want to get off before the game, but 9/11. I realize baseball is one sport and it's not how the world works, but like I don't know, it's pretty cool to judge Homer. like, and I like when they wear the FDNY and the police hats. And there's another one. I think they busted out. What was the big green logo? Was that the like EMS first responders? But yeah, it's a you don't want to say it's a cool day, but it's a unique, memorable day that
Get some feelings you don't get. And now it's kind of become a routine. It's kind of become like a traditional day.
right.
It's like a holiday in a way, like Memorial Day. Do you think the first 20 years of Memorial Day were awful feeling like this?
Maybe.
And then it just becomes a party later on?
Who do we ask?
When was Memorial Day established?
Alexa, subscribe to this podcast.
Looks like it was established 1868.
So
According
yeah,
to the
they were
Google AI
miserable
overview.
Yeah, they were probably miserable for a while.
It's a good pride.
Thank you. You're
Good
up.
pride. My pride's going to be Cam Schlittler.
Oh!
Bounce back start from the Toronto game. That was his worst start as a pro. The Yankees potentially getting swept today. He's the starting pitcher in that game. And they open up the broadcast with the son of a cop. So that's a little extra boost there.
I'm wearing my Cam Schlittler shirt that I stole from you.
New York Schlitty. I gifted that to you.
You gifted the steal.
Yes.
I still stole it, but you gifted the steal. You said,
I don't think that's how it works, pal.
Yeah, that is how it works.
I just gave you that shirt.
Yeah, I would say you gifted the steal. Because I could have been real nice and not stolen it.
I offered it to you.
You said, I think you want to steal that shirt.
So I handed it to you. There was no theft.
No. You put it in our laundry.
There's no theft, Jerry. George. Good seeing Hal at the game.
Hal, yeah, he was there.
Yeah.
See what happens when the owner shows up?
1-0.
Yarby gets in.
You got an MFer?
You Yankee motherfucker.
I'm going to go Cruz
Okay.
because he gave up the most runs and set the tone for the next 11 innings.
Fair.
I like him, and I don't want him to come at me.
Huh.
But I
Man,
like him.
that's interesting because you know what the situation is? The bullpen gave up 9 runs both games.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of eyes out there.
Yeah.
Um,
Has Cruz gone on MFer before?
I was just.
I mean, maybe the
looking-
day he pooped his pants and we all had to watch that. I don't know.
I don't believe he's gotten one before. A quick perusal.
I'll
You're funny.
funny guy. I'll go Doval, dude.
Yeah.
I don't know, his one true save opportunity got the save, so maybe we just gotta he's pitching so bad we just gotta bump him up. I don't know, it's a bummer because I think if we're being honest,
Always are.
Tim Hill's Tim Hill. Like he's gonna get a look at a lefty in the postseason. They're gonna hit it on the ground, hopefully, and we'll live with the result. Mark Leiter Jr. is very much break glass in case of emergency. Sharky, we'll see. Like Camilo Doval. Okay. I've said this many times about the bullpen earlier this season. a lot of bullpens have the young guy with arm talent that, like, yeah, he's not pitching great, but if it clicks, that guy for us is Camilo Doval. Like, if Camilo Doval clicks for 3 straight games, he's our third most trusted reliever.
Yeah, or they call up Legrand.
If Mark Leiter Jr. clicks for 3 more games, we're like, okay, keep it rolling, pal.
What about bullpen-wise? The reason why I'm worried about the bullpen, I need Weaver and Fernando Cruz to get better. Postseason, you don't need that many guys. If you have long men, and I do like Yarby as a long man when it's not a close game, I like as a long man. But then I hope we can take Schlittler or probably Heel, although you got to get rid of the walks, and those guys become a 2-inning guy in the bullpen. Because then you're looking at the best of the top 3 and the starter who can throw heat. Those are younger guys that can throw heat, like you're saying.
You'd like to think that one of Heel and Schlittler, at least in a DS, would go to the bullpen. I mean, the other thing, I guess this is conversation worthy. I didn't know if it was going to be an award, but should we put the slightest amount of respect on Will Warren's name? I realize when you're talking Schlittler or Heel, you're picturing, I don't know, 5th inning, come in and give 2.16 strikeouts. I don't know. Will Warren could have compared to the rest of our bullpen currently, Will Warren could have a role.
Well, I think he's a starter in the 7-game series.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think Hill's going to have a spot. He's walking everybody.
Yeah, but we've kind of done this Hill game before where him being a reliever is almost scarier because of
That's what I mean in the rotation. I'd like him in the bullpen. Hill.
But I'm saying the opposite thing, where him starting allows him more wiggle room with walks, where him relieving could end a game like Sharkey did.
I don't know. I'd like to see them both as reliever. I think if you're looking for a starter, I would have Warren be that 4th starter.
Okay.
Tell the other guys, yeah, this is your role, and let them sink into it, whichever one you choose.
Okay.
So I wasn't disrespecting Warren.
Yeah, no, I didn't know you were regarding him in that light.
He's had a lot of really good starts. And the metrics are really good.
Yeah. Well, I was saying the same thing, just for a potential bullpen guy.
Yeah, I wonder if it was play. You were talking about young guys with firearms. He's not that.
No.
Where Heel and
is
Schlittler
Heel anymore?
I feel like his last start he did, but he told us he was going to slow play it, so it was slower and then it got faster towards the end. I don't know. Good MFers.
Good MFers. Should we do regular old awards?
Regular old awards.
Regular awards. Jim, this is an exciting one. New friends of the family, Rag and Bone. They sent us some jeans. I think they're by BBD up there. He might flash them in the corner. Go check them out. Rag and Bone Infuse offers a range of fits tailored for any style and occasion. Slim and straight to athletic and relaxed. Sure. Infused denim is a wardrobe staple that pairs perfectly with any outfit in whatever fit you prefer. Hello. Rag & Bone makes jeans that are built to last. They've spent 20 years obsessed with making jeans that get better over time. That's a true thing. Ooh. I'm glad they've invested in that. Their infused denim will last after this season and after the season and get more comfortable as you wear them. Time to upgrade your denim with Rag & Bone. Limited time only. Our listeners get 20% off their entire order with code YANKS at ragbone.com. 20% off rag-bone.com with promo code YANKS. When they ask you where you heard, tell them we sent you.
Slim and straight, athletic and relaxed.
There's some jokes to be made. I passed.
Okay. What would you rather be? Slim and straight or athletic and relaxed?
I think athletic and relaxed.
Sounds
I think that's
perfect.
what I am.
You're relaxed.
What about the other word?
I was thinking of Stanton. And then you said you.
Player of the tournament.
That's true.
Player of the blast. I looked up Heel's fastball last start. He had 5 that were 97 and 11 that were 96. So at the end, he did get it up, but it was very weird. The first inning, they were like 93, 94.
Yeah. Hopefully it becomes an interesting conversation.
Yes.
Because, like, it's almost, if it comes down to Warren and Heel, it's almost like I'd rather have Warren available to try to save Heel, but Heel could give you a great start. I don't know.
I don't know either. And I don't think they do either because they're kind of just choosing just blind. All right. Well, my first regular old award. No, that's rude of me. I won't do that. I will not do that. That would be rude. Dude, no one hit, and then they all hit in one game. So who gives a shit?
Right.
This is tough. I will give the thank you award.
Is the gosh part of it or no?
That was my
It was not part of it.
Okay.
That
So
was
just-
a gosh at myself for struggling to come up with something that I wanted to say.
So just the thank you award.
Thank you award.
Oh, big clue. Jose Caballero.
Yes, that was a very big and easy clue. I mean,
Yeah. You tipped your pitch on that one. You moved your thing in the sheet.
what? You use that?
What are you talking about?
You use where my screen's at in the Google sheet?
You tipped your pitches one whole season. I told you.
7 years of this down the drain because you've been cheating?
I'll show you the tape. I'll show you the tape.
I've never once noticed you doing that.
I know, because I don't tip my pitches.
Are you sus?
Doesn't
Copy
do it.
and paste every line on the Google sheet and type suspect. DVD.
I think it was 2023, and I asked you because I crushed you that year, and you were like, "Oh, what'd you do?" I was like, "You clicked every time you gave an award.
That's nuts.
You stopped tipping your pitches, but now you're back."
My goodness. I never even looked what you're doing over there. But I'm doing Jose Caballero.
Right.
After Volpe's game 1, and it was very clear he was not going to start, I texted you guys, and I was like, man, I hope Cabby has a day. He didn't really. He went 1 for 3, and the single was like, who cares time. But his first couple plays, it's just a different guy. It's a different level of the position. And some people, I tweeted that out. The broadcast said it. Boone reacted and was like, nice play. And I feel like if you're not seeing that, I don't ever say this term because I think it stinks, but I'm going to say it now. Like, if you don't watch the way he played shortstop and compare it to what we've been watching this year from Volpe and don't notice the stark and wild difference, you don't know ball. That's the phrase I hate saying. But, like, you truly don't. I don't mean it in a meme, like, rude way. Like, if you can't. One time I was on a movie set, and my buddy was pulling focus for the director. It was like a very low budget. It was in film school. I was in film school. And he was pulling focus for the director. I'll never remember this because it was kind of like a stern learning moment. I felt bad for my friend, but it was also good. The director was behind, or the DP was behind the camera, and my buddy had to pull focus from this spot to this spot. And he turned to him at one point. He said, if you can't see the difference between this and this, that's okay, but I can't use you right now, and you're slowing us down. And I was like, Oh, that is crushing. Because Levi was like, I can't. Like, I don't have the eye for that yet.
And
he had to take
Levi's a
himself off.
sweet man.
Yes. And that's how I feel. Like, if you can't watch that shortstop and watch what we've been seeing this year and not immediately tell the difference in smoothness, confidence, and play, I can't even have the next, like, a conversation with you.
Right.
Because you're just lying or you don't see it.
It's just so much smoother, and the only caveat there is when Volpe has played plus shortstop, which we have seen, he does have a little chaotic, like Captain America jumping on the grenade to him, that like it does look different. But yeah, and this year he hasn't been the guy, so it's do what the other team doesn't want you to do, and every baseball box right now except maximum home run swing is Caballero. It's contact, it's on base, it's defense, it's speed. It's a pest. It's what the other team doesn't want.
Grab 2 bags too. And it's so annoying at first base. Even I'm like distracted by him.
It's uncomfortable.
He's
he
doing
took
stuff.
an at bat away from McMahon, but so has McMahon. The effort was bad. And you knew it. You knew it.
I can't do that.
You knew it. You got to really get in there.
Is that your award?
And I got tight cheeks.
4 of them.
My award. God, this series, it's like they all got hits in the last game, but there was nothing else,
Been there, seen that.
'Cause you're as smooth as Tennessee whiskey. I'm gonna give out the rejoin the party award.
Rejoin the party. Rejoin the party. Rejoin the party. Paul Goldschmidt?
It's Paul Goldschmidt.
Nice. Want to know how I knew?
How'd you know?
I fucking outsmarted you.
Yeah.
With my own tools and wisdom.
He if we're being honest, Paulie G hasn't been a part of the party in a while.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking when I guessed.
He's like our defensive first baseman, which there was a while when he was carrying the offense with Judge. It was like 3 months ago. Paulie had some nice swings tonight. The inside out was working. And yeah, it felt like Paulie was a part of the party for a little bit, and he hasn't been. And we've given our speech about Wells at catcher and Ben Rice, the unluckiest hitter ever. I don't know. Like Paul Goldschmidt has turned into Ben Rice's personal coach, and he was our second best player for 2 months.
Is he going to fall into the Matt Holliday? Like, that's what I said first half. I said, well, wait, we've seen this with Holliday. Carpenter, like, is it close to what happened with Carpenter? No, Carpenter got hurt, so it's different. But, like, have we seen this a decent amount? Did Encarnacion do this?
I'd have to go. I mean, what is this? What are you saying? Old and good and then not as good?
Yeah. Vet who gives his first half, second half, like wildly different things.
I mean, Holiday Goldschmidt is the one, but that was what did he get foot and mouth? That was J Happ.
Holiday got staph infection from the Coliseum. Is like the rumored. He got staph infection. I don't know if it's from the Coliseum, but it happened right after he went to Coliseum.
Yeah, I'd have to go through it a little more, but it's interesting because Goldie, well, when they go through the stats, he only truly has one awful month. Like his last 2 months were OPS is in the 7s, and he's still hitting lefties. But yeah, it's entered a weird spot, and I think like a lot of these current Yankees, their fate is about to be decided how we think of them. Like if If we draw the Tigers in a playoff series and Goldschmidt clips Scooble a couple times, it's like, dude, he was such a solid Yankee. Remember, he had that hot start and he clipped Scooble, blah, blah, blah. Like, there's so many guys that land in that current area. We'll find out soon.
287, 407, 408. I mean, anyone can do it.
It's what matters in this town.
Scott Brocious. Matt Holliday's first half, 262 batting average, 366 on base, 877 OPS.
Wow.
Second half, not as good.
No.
Nope. Okay, so now
Your
I get
best
to give
award here, pal.
I get out to give an award. I'm going to give a hard hint.
Okay.
Okay. Outro to commercial award guy.
Wow.
Outro to commercial guy award.
Outro to commercial guy award. Jazz?
No, wrong. The only reason I thought you might get it, be a crazy connection. I said that Amed Rosario gets covered the way Todd Frazier got covered in 2017.
Right.
Like he's like a giant leader. I remember when we first season of doing Talkin' Yanks, I'd said to you during that ALCS stretch, like people that have not watched the team or know would think Todd Frazier's like the aging like leader of this club.
Right.
The way the playoff coverage, every time they went to commercial, they would show him cheering in the dugout, rooting on his pitcher, running on and off the field. I'd be like, he's like, the broadcast is using him as like the lead. Rosario's damn near getting that treatment. He is first up for every home run, and it's become something that I think if it doesn't happen in a time in the future, I'm going to be worried.
Okay.
Like if there's a home run and they show the dugout and Rosario's sitting behind the banister,
Yeah.
okay, well, he's sick
Yeah.
or he got in a big fight because he is over the railing on the dirt as soon as the ball goes over the fence.
I'm gonna guess it's an impossibility for him to not, because he's done it since day one, even when he was hurt.
Is this who he was on every other team? People that had Amed Rosario on your team. Is he up after every home run for you? You would got to think.
This can't be new.
You would think at least in however long this phase of his career has been, where he's been more of a supplemental player, I'd have to think it at least is that long.
It's
Do we have to-
crazy.
Do we have to look up his teammates' home runs?
Nah,
That's a weird thing.
it's a weird thing. I'll do it later.
Go do that. You like him.
When he got the hit in game 2 in his first at bat, I was kind of like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah.
He just hits? I think he's 9 for 20 or something like that. Like,
Rosario's been a fantastic Yankee.
it's crazy. What's his numbers? Is he batting 500?
He's 8 for 20, 400,
8 for 20.
400, 900 OPS.
That's wild. Or is that all against lefties?
I think he had a righty hit too.
Let me see. Against lefties, as a Yankee, he has 7 hits. So we got 1 righty hit.
I mean, dude, if you want to, it's getting late. We had a long day. If you want to really spin yourself out, Amed Rosario's having a good year, and he's had a solid career.
Okay. I'm spun. And your last and final award that people will remember forever?
755 OPS on the year for Rosario. 286, 320.
286, 320. He's got a 234, the way you would like it. 435 slug.
Interesting. My last and final award of this episode. I've got one, but I don't love it.
Okay.
You know what? I'm gonna give out the Hit the Ball award.
McMahon.
It's Ryan McMahon. Because Jim, the way he played defense was delicious. It was like not game-winning defense, but when you looked at, if you watched today's baseball game and you were like, hey, which players had like a plus contributing game today? With no question, you'd be like, oh, McMahon was great at third. Like, he made a play in foul territory, a ground ball that ended up in foul territory. Like, his defense is spectacular, and it just helps and it contributes. He had the hustle double in game 2 when that game still mattered. That it was like, okay, so I've got this defensive wizard at third base who has athleticism and hustle and like understands the game of baseball. And his personality seems kind of cool. He's just missing balls. And maybe that's it.
His defense is so good. But like, come on, let's get some hits.
I've been told from some Rockies faithful, I lived out there, that he just gets really hot for 3 or 4 weeks. Would be really interesting.
You think he's the next Scott Brocious?
I didn't say that.
No, I was inferring.
You said that.
I'm inferring your meaning, asking for clarification. If that's not what you meant, then we will not think it's what you meant.
A follow-up, again, not saying that.
No, wait, Jake's not saying that yet.
But if he has a couple swings at the right time.
See, 287, 407, 408.
Fenway, the monsters there, maybe get a couple flicks.
Right now, the Yankees would be playing another team in the wild card.
I think the Red Sox.
No, because the Red Sox, oh yeah, they would be playing the Red Sox. They'd be hosting them. Damn, I don't want that. Hey, guess what? They play them next. It's the end of the, I think Goodman or one of the beat reporters calling it the decisive dozen?
Oh.
Something like that. The defining dozen. Makes more sense. The defining dozen. And I don't think they're going to take the division. Which, if they won this series,
right,
and Blue Jays lost their series, like if they gained one game or even stayed neutral, I would have been like, hey, and I would have been like keeping myself alive. But it's really they could. Weird things have happened, but it's be hard to do. They're 4 games back. And that's with the tiebreaker or without?
That the 4 games was including the tiebreaker, essentially.
Yeah, okay. With 16 to play. That's tough.
Yeah, and the other thing, I mean, it's baseball, so it's one of those things we say stuff like this and things happen, but the odds are very much we're going to be playing the Red Sox in a 3-game series. Like, the last wild card team, the Red Sox have put space between. Whoever wins the West will be the top team. That the Yankees are probably going to be 4 or 5, and so are the Red Sox.
Well, not after we sweep them.
Now, that's interesting.
Try it.
In Fenway? Who knows? You know what, though? I kind of like that the defining dozen comes down to the last series, right? They're 5-4 right now, first 9 games.
Yep.
So they lose the series. They're 6-6.
Mm-hmm.
They get swept. They could be 5-7.
Yep.
They win. So it's all up in the balance.
Correct.
And I like that it came down to that. And it came down to the Red Sox, who they've had the most trouble with.
Right.
Maybe Toronto, too.
And hey, I know different athletes have different level of rabbit ear. Some guys don't really go online. Some guys go online a little bit. Sometimes guys go online a lot. Something that I have to think got to the Yankees team was the Toronto Blue Jays broadcast telling them they're a bad baseball team. I think the guys heard that.
I don't think it got to them at all. I mean, the Dodgers said it all last year. I think they are so athlete motivated / stubborn brained that they truly don't even understand. That's like someone who is not fat and then a person calls them fat. And that's how, like, what you're just saying, an insult to try and be mean. Clearly I'm not. That's what how the Yankees take it.
The
he's
only
just
thing
trying
I'd
to be
say,
mean. Clearly that's not true. I don't agree with them, but I think they have such blinders up to the reality of that situation.
Jim, the first 2 months of the season, they put on the blinders on. They show the world, this is what we do. Then, in the summer, they get bad, and then they ignore it, and then it gets so loud they can't ignore it, and then they have a good September. And that's the past 3 years.
Yeah, it's true. That is true. Red Sox series in Fenway. Good job to all the fans that went to the games. We're not doing that enough.
Okay.
Glaber got cheered. There's no one to throw like ammo at, so there was no embarrassment. Like fuck you, Vladdy. Fuck you, Altuve. Like then they always homer. Like the Tigers don't have one of those,
Right.
so it didn't backfire.
Okay.
They just all homered.
It's a plus column.
Yeah. Okay. That's the show. Leave your review. Be nice. Those are cool, man. Those are really cool. You look kind of like a sailor with his hat in front of his eyes. Wait, hold on. Don't end the show. Let's do it in style. Come on. Be faster with your hands, Jim.
Just you right now. Nice.
Go Yanks. Tell him, Grams.
Go Yankees.
Kind of got to peek out.